With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
Here comes Rager. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-win for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 72 yards. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll end up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, and now it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They run the option on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, you can even call this an all day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Jackson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive. 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
39 yards there. A big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flushed out right. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they could have been feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Again, Jackson. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 77 yards, and the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back.
There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. for it on the ground and through the air, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He hits Adams complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Taken down at the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So defensively, they let the play stand. They'd rather have the down as it'll bring up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Hey, report!
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this returnable for Rager. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Man.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. The 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third down and 10. Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Zay Flowers from 6 yards away. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, and this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson going to keep it running right. He gives it up. Fight. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield. Decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Raiders.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Jackson now. And the Raiders have got him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Down the right sideline.
And down to the 16-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they